Journey has finally arrived on the PS4. So let us explore, for a late night sleepy stream, the beauty that is Journey. Okay. New Journey. This has been a very hectic past couple of weeks, really, if you count the back injuries and the illness and everything else. Now that Icon is over, pictures are all dealt with. I have one more little post to write about Icon, but that's not urgent. I can relax. And you can relax with me. Hello, my little cloth person. Who are we going to meet today? Or will we meet someone today? Yes, we drew a heart. A heart in the sand. Hello there, little rune. You are such a pretty little rune. don't know even know if I'm going to be able to tell the difference between this and the PS3 version, but I really don't care. PS3 version was gorgeous enough, and this is every bit as gorgeous, if not more. I wonder whether the game has memory of my PS3 journeys, or whether or not I am starting from scratch here. We'll find out shortly. Can I stop by the little shrine? It doesn't look like it. It looks as though I am starting from scratch. Which I'm perfectly okay with. It does not bother me in the least bit. There we go. No, I forgot about that rune. Can't forget about a rune. Ta-da! I almost feel like some of the little animations in these sequences are slightly different. I don't see why they would be, but a little bit more elaborate almost. Here is usually where you start to meet people. And roll. Oh no. I avoided needing to roll. I'll deal with that later. Oh, hello! We have ourselves a friend. Let's see if our friend comes to find us or not. Hello, Rebishaz! This is what I like to see, too. I have been looking forward to this for a while. Oh, awesome! How did your first stream go? You had a good time? Did everything run smoothly? I love the artwork in this game so much. It's so good. To be honest, your first few times streaming, regardless what you stream, you're probably not going to get any viewers unless you have some friends who happen to be coming by to watch. It's a sad reality of streaming is that you're not going to find people right away. My first couple streams, I had like 2 of my friends and nobody else. That was streaming Catherine at the time, and yeah. Nowadays, when I stream Catherine, I get, 10, 15 viewers usually, which is amazing. Sometimes less, depending on what part I'm streaming. When I do my hard mode playthroughs, I usually get at least 5 to 6, if not more, depending on the time of day and other factors. But yeah. Pretty much your first viewers are going to be your friends, and then from there you'll start to get some other people popping by. But yeah, it'll come. It's just a matter of time. For now, and to be honest, forever, just stream for fun. Exactly, yeah. It's so incredibly pretty. I went in the wrong direction, yes. There's my little friend. Okay. Damn. Missed. Oh well. I don't really suspect that this guy is gonna wait. He doesn't seem like the friendly type. Oh, but he didn't know the fast way, so... Oh. Is the stream having troubles loading for you? Oh, you mean the game itself? I don't know. I think it just looks a little subtly different. And it's more that it takes getting used to than it's better or worse. There's the little palace. Palace is probably a grandiose word for it, but it's one of those cases where anytime something that you loved looks even the slightest bit different, your mind is going to tell you it's worse just because it's not what you're used to. And it's not necessarily a bad thing for that to be the case. It's just the reality of the matter. It's just one of the things that you just got to get used to. But man, is this gorgeous. I'm hitting the sandstorm now. Yeah. Now the question is, are the trophies shared too? I'm assuming yes, since it's cross-buy. Most games that are, but just on the off chance that it's not, and because I like to find it anyways. So where is Mr. Flower? It's somewhere in here. That's not it, is it? You know, now that you say that, it makes sense because you can't share your the white cape. You can't get until you finish the game on the PS4. So yeah, that makes sense. Is it down here? Yes. Hello, Flower. Hello there, pretty little flower. That means I have to find the flow creature. And I don't care if my friend doesn't want to follow me. I am going to find the flow creature. It's one of my favorite Easter eggs in the entire game. It's also one of the Easter eggs that most people have no clue what actually is. So being one of the proud few people who have actually spent the time to play all the way through Flow. Not that not that it was difficult by any means. Flow was an absolute joy as well. Not quite as charming as like Journey and Flower were, but still a fantastic experience, and one I wholeheartedly encourage anybody who has any interest in like the artistic side of gaming to try. On the plus side, if they wonder what it is, they can always look it up online and then find out that it's from a previous game. And maybe that'll expose Flow to another individual. It's so hard to convince people to actually wait around in that stage, though. That stage builds up such an expectation of energy that it's hard to get people to stay still. Like, I've tried to show numerous people that, and they always just sort of fly away, and it's like, well, there goes that person. Every once in a while you'll get someone who's willing to go all the way down, but it's not common. I will, Rebishaz. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a good night, and I hope your work goes smoothly. And welcome, Turtle. It's good to see you again. But sometimes it's fun to have somebody show you things that you might not have seen before, or even show you something you have seen before, but see it from their perspective. That's one of the things that makes this game so beautiful, is that you get the whole cooperative aspect without any competition. And it's just like, I've had people show me things that I already knew, but you could see that they, even though you can't really say anything or convey much, you could see that they were happy to be showing it to me. And through that, it was just such a joyous experience by just having them show me around, even though I already knew my way around. Such an interesting way they've built this game that it works regardless of how it's played. And by the way, for both of you here who haven't seen them, my galleries are all ready. So if you're interested in any cosplay pictures, my icon stuff is all ready. So yeah, give it a look if you're interested. Aww. He logged off. That makes me sad. Turtle, there's no barrier for entry. Just play it and enjoy it. There's no need to... There's no right or wrong in this. Literally no right and no wrong. Even then, though, you can still finish the game. That's the thing, is there is literally no wrong way that you can make yourself incapable of completing it unless you try to glitch it and, you know, screw yourself over that way, but that's a completely another story. Is there a new friend? There is. Flow and Flower are very unique experiences in a completely different way from Journey. Like, Journey feels like a much more complete experience than Flow or Flower. Flow is kind of just almost a fun diversion when compared to this. This is a complete experience, a complete, well, journey. Flow is more of a tempered experience. You get just a kind of the... Oh, he opened that thing. Kind of just the satisfaction of the whole predatory food chain sort of a thing. It's a really strange way of describing it, but that's what it basically is. And then Flower is just peaceful. It's pure and utter peaceful, except for the last, like, second last level. Okay, I need some cloth to recharge my cloth. Because I think there is something... There it is. That's where it is. Right by these cloth here. How did I not go through that one? Yes! Got it. This part coming up here is, in my honest opinion, one of the most beautiful scenes in video game history. Like, not just in this game. This right here. In my honest opinion, this might be the most beautiful scene in gaming history. It's just the light on the sand and the almost liquid texture the sand takes on. It's just unbelievable. Yep, J1, this is the PS4 version. I don't know. I don't know if I would call it better. They're both amazing. And I don't know, like, it's the same experience. It's just, you know, the graphics are subtly different. You can see different emphasis in different areas. Like, the lighting has a little bit more detail to it. And of all things, some of, like, the stationary graphics, like the imagery in a few places, seems to have a little bit of a different progression. Like these parts here, the graphics seem to be a little bit more elaborate, which is a strange place for them to be, you know, more elaborate, but... Oh wow, the lighting's a lot better here. This thing practically glows now. Okay, this is one part where they've definitely made improvements. The lighting in this area, you can see the light emanating from things a lot more clearly. Yep, this guy knows where he's going. See you, J1. Just before you head off, if you haven't seen the galleries I posted, on my website I posted all of my icon galleries, so if you're looking to see the pictures I took, I don't know if you saw it, if you were here when I posted them in stream earlier, but they are all ready, so... But, have a good night. I'm sure I will see you again, since you are one of my most loyal regulars, and I love that. Okay, I got that rune. Are there any other runes in here? I think that's the only one in this section. I love that you can just stand on these sort of cloth plants. Turtle, I honestly don't think that's the case. I don't think people think that sort of a thing while playing Journey. I have once thought that the person I was with was a bit of a jerk, but for the most part, it's just, is this person in a rush, or is this person taking it slow? That's mostly what you think. However, sometimes you can tell, like, this guy, he's known where a couple of the runes are, and he has a huge scarf, so you can tell he knows what he's doing, but it's not a matter of smart or not, it's just, he knows what he's doing. Okay, so for this part, if you want to do it the safe way, you need Scarf. Your Scarf ensures people know that they have to take care of you. There we go. That is a long name for a Twitch ID. It's in the second section that the rune is off to the side. Oh, hey! I don't think I've ever noticed that one before. Huh. Well, now. That's interesting. Maybe that's the one that's kept me from ever getting the trophy. That could be. That cloud of scarves are still there. That's weird. That one's supposed to get eaten. Anime hair is pretty awesome, I have to admit. There's the rune. Rule of thumb, you quickly dart down for the rune, then you get back up to the safety of the high ground. That metallic unicorn thing is a League of Legends skin. And yes, that was pretty impressive. You are not catching me, buddy. I am not losing my scarf to you. Yeah, that's right. You run away. Yes, the game everyone watches on Twitch. Well, you were late. I've never heard it put quite that way. It's an interesting perspective. Hello, Leslie! Good to see you again. Thank you very much for the follow. I got the notification when I was off stream, so I couldn't thank you before, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and thank you for popping by again. Yes, my friend, wrap yourself in my scarf and refill your own significantly inferior scarf. Glory to my superior scarf. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. It's just so liberating being in this sand water stuff that you can fly around in at will, and the music in this place building up, so good. How could you have a pirate game without "You're About to Drown" music? That's just not a pirate game, then. It's just a game with pirates in it. Who wants that? Oh, okay. Yes, you can just enjoy yourself, and the music just gradually builds up over time to this epic, amazing, just freeing music. This music is just so satisfying in this game. And this part you get the giant sea creature for no apparent reason, just because they want you to have a giant sea creature to latch onto. And in here you have the secret that almost everyone misses their first time through. This entire room actually contains two secrets that a lot of people miss. First of all, there's this. I missed this like my first 5 times through. This room I missed like the first 2 times through. But that specific thing at the back there, I missed that so many times. Well, Turtle, the next time you play this game, you'll know where it is. And you can think of me and be happy you watched me stream. Hopefully. Unless I spoiled everything for you, in which case you can be miserable you watched me stream, but I guess that's just the way it has to be if that's the case. Watching the cloth just float in and build the bridge just barely ahead of you, so good. I think that's the last one. Yeah, after that is just the top. Hopefully I can convince him to come down with me. Sweet, he's following. Yes. Since he's not going... Since he wasn't coming down here on his own, this means I may be showing him something he's never seen before. That is such a good feeling. Here we are. Hi, flow creature. I hope he came inside and saw the flow creature. Yeah, it does such a good job of creating atmosphere, both positive and negative, and letting you really decide what you want to make of that atmosphere. To be honest, Leslie, this is one of very few games that I will, without even thinking about it, recommend to anyone. Most games I couch with, if you're a fan of this, or if you're a fan of that. This game I will recommend to everyone, because there is something in this game that sort of transcends whatever tastes you may have, as long as you're willing to go into it and experience it, and not just, and not expect much. Just go into it and just try to experience what it has to offer. It'll play on your emotions. It'll allow you to experience things that you need, in a way. And it'll cater its experience, without even changing anything, to you in a unique way. thank you very much for the host, Veloxis. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. But, like, I've played this game several times through, like, probably at least a dozen at this point. On PS3 and PS4, now my first time on PS4. And each time has been exactly what I needed for whatever state I was in at that point in time. It's not. It's only about an hour and a half, maybe 3 hours if you go play it slow and go through it. But again, you will play it multiple times. You will not just experience this once. The game doesn't expect you to play it consecutively. In fact, it has a trophy. One of the trophies in this game is if you don't play it for a few weeks and then come back to it, it's like, thank you, have a trophy. Like, it recognizes what it is. It's a game that is sort of there as almost an emotional release. It's... How are you doing today, Veloxis? I think the magic number is 20. If you don't play the game for 20 days and then come back to it, it gives you a trophy for returning. It's one of the neatest little trophies. It's like, thank you for coming back and playing me again. Here, have a trophy. Which makes this game actually impossible to get a trophy in one playthrough. Or to get a full 100% of the trophies in one playthrough. Not that that really matters, but it's true. You cannot get all of the trophies in one playthrough. It does, Turtle. Absolutely. I've played the game several times with a single companion. I've played the game a couple times where I had to deal with multiple companions, like where one left, like this game. One guy logged off randomly, and then the other guy stuck with it. I've played the game solo, and each experience, like, the thing about it is that it's not just that depending on how you play changes it, like whether you have a partner or not, or whether it's different partners or alone, or etc. It's just every time you play this game, it will feel completely different from every other time you play it. I don't know how they managed to make it so almost introspective, I guess. But it's such a unique experience for that reason. Because of the sort of quiet and very vague essence of this game, okay. Nothing up there. It's able to be almost whatever you need it to be based off of what you go into it feeling. And, like, whether you have a partner or whether you're alone, it'll all change everything, but it all changes based off of how you're feeling when you play the game. It really is, yeah. This part on your own is really very almost meditative in a way. It's so alone and vast and almost scary in a way when you're on your own that it comes as almost a meditation in a way for me when I've done it. Yep. This is the part that always feels so almost scary for me. Even with someone else, this part feels like tense, stressful. At least I think it's this part. It might be the next snow part. No, it's this part. God, stay away. I don't know about insects. I guess they could be called insects. I don't really know what I would classify those flying things as. And you can really, really feel the, like, power of those flying things. It makes you feel powerless, is what this part does. It's completely and utterly terrifying, because you have no power whatsoever. You can't even fly much. Even with somebody with you, you can't fly much, because the wind is too strong. In case you're wondering, my rule of thumb for these parts, and I don't know whether it's the best way, but it's the way I always do it, hug left. Hug as far left as the game will let you. And hope to God that you don't go into one of the very few spots along the far left that the worms or the flying things can see you. Oh God. Oh, that was... Just seeing that spotlight. Nerve-wracking right there. That's true, Turtle. In an almost strange sort of way, this game is kind of a horror game in a really, really strange way. It's not really what people typically see as horror. But if you really think about what like the story is and what the game is saying, there's a very real argument to be made for this game being sort of partially horror in its... It's just not really what you would traditionally see as horror, but there is definitely a case to be made there. Welcome to the castle. I've always wanted to be blown off the edge here to see if there's anything down there, like maybe a... Maybe I'll just let myself get knocked off this time and see what's down there. Yeah, that's definitely the same message I get out of it. Very post-apocalyptic. Except your entire mission is effectively to die, which is kind of counter to that as well. Essentially the same thing, Orange. And welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here, but I am glad to see you here now. Oh, so that just lets you go back, lets you skip all of this. That's pretty cool. The entire game is a giant sequel. If you look at the game's start, this already is the sequel. The first game just never came out. But yeah, it's something very unique in that regard. I was kind of hoping there would be a one of the plaques there, the murals, because I didn't get the mural achievement, which means I missed one somewhere, which annoys me. But and thank you very much for the host, Mari. I hope you've had a chance to get into the stream. Good job, Seb. Good job. She didn't? And here I thought she cared. Thank you very much for the host, Mari. Aww. Well, either way, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the host. I always appreciate seeing you. You've caught here just for the end. So, Orange, since I don't believe I've seen you around here, how are you doing today? This is both one of my favorite and my least favorite parts. It's such an epic climax to the game, but at the same time, it's so easy to lose someone here. Because it goes by so fast, but everybody has their own pace for it. So it's so easy to just get ahead of someone far enough that the game just like, nope, you guys aren't together anymore. Scarf time! You guys don't scare me. Oh, we're still together. So far. I think he's just ever so slightly behind me. I find the next part sad to do alone if you've had someone with you the whole time and you've just lost them. But if it's been a solo journey, doing the next part alone just feels kind of like, in a way, final. It feels like you've accomplished something. Even though obviously you really haven't, it just kind of feels complete. But if you've been with someone the whole time, getting to the end and having to do it solo is like the most miserable thing ever. I got separated from somebody once at the end. I hope I don't have it again, because it's like they didn't make it. You made it, but they didn't. And that is an awful feeling. There he is! But the game doesn't intend for you to be paired up. It's designed to be just like an actual pilgrimage. You may meet someone along the way, but you may not. You may meet someone who doesn't have the same goal as you, and thus you end up not going with them. It's not designed so that you're paired up. It's designed so that if you are paired up and you try to stay that way, the game will support that. But the game is designed to support however you want it to. I mean, I've played this game once where I intentionally didn't let anybody group with me. I was online and people joined up, but I would just do random crap until they left and then move on. Or I would rush ahead and leave them behind because I just didn't want to be burdened by people. Because people are scary sometimes. Thanks, Mari. I appreciate that. I try. But no, the game doesn't intend for you to group with people. That's the thing. It intends for you to explore. And if you happen to meet somebody that you want to group with, to join up with for the rest of the journey, then it supports that. It provides you with the means with which to stay together. But it doesn't force you to stay together. You can very easily let that person move on. Without you. It's true, Mari. I am a Cello-Lantern. So since we have some new faces here, I just wanted to let you guys know that my schedule is down below. I tend to follow that fairly well. The past couple of weeks have been bad, but I'm planning to get back on track. My Thursday stream is going to be a little bit later than normal because I'm working late, but Friday and Saturday I should be streaming. This coming Saturday, I actually am planning to do 14 to 16 hours of streaming. Once a month I do a sort of day-long stream. It's not quite 24 hours because I'm too old for 24 hours. Just bluntly. I'm 30. 24 hours is beyond me at this point. But I started around noon Central Time, and I stream until I can't stream any further. Usually it goes until about 2 or 4 in the morning. First time it only went about 10 hours because I finished Catherine and I was kind of done at that point. But 2 to 4 in the morning Central Time, so about 14, 16, maybe a little bit more hours. That's this Saturday. I haven't decided what I'm playing yet, but we'll figure that out. It's too old for 24 hours. Anyways, Turtle. It may not be old, but it's too old for 24 hours. Additionally, I do also do anime and gaming reviews. I have a website. I also recently attended a local convention, and I've just posted, just in the past day or two, all of the pictures I took while I was there. So, yeah, feel free to check that out. If you want to see more of my streams, feel free to toss me a follow. I won't force you to, but you're always welcome to come back. More company is always better than less company. This Saturday I'm doing my day-long stream. You may not have been here for the last one, Seb. Once a month I do a stream starting at noon Central Time and going until I can no longer stream any further. Usually it's about 14 to 16 hours. And that's coming this Saturday. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to be playing during that. We'll see. But yeah, I do that about once a month, and this Saturday just happened to be the only Saturday this month I could do it due to Icon and other factors. So, yeah. Ah! Maybe I'll hit 200 followers during that, and then I'll have to do a 200 follower special. That would be kind of amusing. But after this, I'm going to be calling it for the night. Once all of this is done and we find out who our lovely Journey Bird friend was. Yes, I found a Journey cosplay. I was so thrilled when I saw that. That was one of the last pictures I took, and it was like, Journey cosplay, must take picture. Must have picture. It was so good, too. I don't think the picture does it justice, but it was so good. First world problems, Mari. Fortunately, I don't have to think about what I'm doing for my 200 follower special, even though he never watches anymore. I did promise Raced that for 200 followers I'm going to be doing the true Catherine with a K ending for that, so... Oh, I had 3 companions over this journey. I guess Solomon Pierce was probably the one at the end there. I think I had the 2 stair symbols and the 2 square and the 2 top symbols. Well, thank you, Solomon Pierce, if you are watching, which I'm pretty sure you aren't, but if you are watching, thank you very much for a wonderful journey. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I hope all of you guys watching enjoyed it. That was the PS4 remake of Journey. I promise you, it will be streamed again. No question. Not right this second, but I will do Journey again. Well, either way, take care, everyone. And yes, Turtle, the costumes were amazing. Take care, everyone, and have a good night, and I hope to see you back Thursday.